Long COVID. Managing cough and fatigue. Symptom 2. Cough. Managing your cough. A dry cough is one of the most commonly reported symptoms for COVID-19. However, in some cases it may be productive of phlegm. Strategies to manage a dry cough. Stay well hydrated. Sipping a soft drink. Take small sips, one after the other. Avoid taking large sips. Steam inhalation. Pour hot water into a bowl and put your head over the bowl. If comfortable, cover your head and bowl with a towel. Drink warm honey and lemon or another warm drink. This can help to soothe the throat. If you do not have a drink to hand, but need to cough, try swallowing repeatedly. This can work in a similar way to sipping water. Strategies to manage a productive cough. Keep well hydrated. Steam inhalation. Try lying on either side, as flat as you can. This can help drain the phlegm. Try moving around. This will help to move the phlegm so that you can cough it out. Exercises to help clear your chest. Following COVID-19, you may find that you have a productive cough and mucus on your chest. These exercises and positions can help you clear your chest. Active cycle of breathing technique, ACBT. Exercise consists of 3 breathing exercises that together help to clear the mucus off your chest. Breathing control. Gentle, relaxed breathing with your shoulders relaxed. Deep breaths. Breath in slowly, gently breath out without forcing it. Repeat 3 to 4 times. Forced expiration techniques. Huff. Take a medium-sized breath in, breath out forcefully for a short time. Keep your mouth open and use your stomach and chest muscles. Think huffing a mirror to polish it. Repeat 1 to 2 times. Always finish on cough or huff. Stop when your huff is dry on 2 consecutive cycles. How often and how long? You can continue to do these exercises until you feel your chest is clearer. Clear as much mucus as you can without becoming exhausted. Perform for at least 10 minutes, but no longer than 30 minutes. If you feel productive, you can do 2 to 3 times per day. Symptom 3. Fatigue. Fatigue management. When you first arrive back home, you are likely to find that your energy levels fluctuate from day to day. Walking around your home might be difficult, including managing stairs, accessing toileting facilities, and managing your daily routine. This may result in you needing to adapt the activities that you do to enable you to conserve your energy. If you find your activities of daily living difficult, you may need a referral to the occupational therapist to complete an assessment. Whilst you recover, you may need to consider a different setup, such as single-level living either downstairs or upstairs whilst you recover. Specialist equipment to make things easier. Understanding your energy levels. Imagine you had 10 bags of beans to fuel your day. When you are feeling well, it may feel like getting up from bed uses up half a bag of beans. Whilst you are recovering, this may now feel like it uses up 4 bags of beans, meaning you only have 6 bags left to use for the rest of the day. With this analogy in mind, it may be useful to keep a note of how tiring different activities are for you in order to help you understand the pattern of your fatigue and enable you to manage and adapt to this better. Conserving your energy using the 4 Ps. Number 1. Planning. Planning includes organizing daily routines to allow completion of essential activities when you have the most energy. Number 2. Pacing. Once activities are planned, pacing allows individuals to sustain an energy level until the task is completed. Number 3. Prioritizing. The third strategy is often the most challenging. When faced with limited energy reserves, individuals must look critically at work, family, and social roles and keep only those roles that are necessary and pleasurable. Number 4. Positioning. Positioning is extremely effective, but not often considered when addressing energy conservation. Current methods of performing tasks may be using more energy than required. If your symptoms become too troubling, please seek help at nearby clinic.